Ooh, my. I'm learning to fly. Hey, what's that you say? Let's not forget we're alive. We're alive.
Oh, there's a sign here that says end talk at 11:45. All right, I don't know if she thinks I go on and on, but they were great harmonies, fabulous harmonies for the music people this morning. Wow, thank you. All right, glasses just in case, water just in case. Good morning. Spirit happens. I'm not allowed to say the other word. So, see? Spirit just happened. I got this double sticky tape on my face. It's a bit weird. Okay, so my talk this morning was going to be a little bit different, but on Monday when I sat down and at the computer and gathered my notes and looked at them, and they didn't mean anything anymore. At least I couldn't remember why they were so pertinent at the time and so important to the content. My phone said faith, fire, current dream, gratitude, and purple dance. Another entry said peekaboo, dogs, and Luke. And then, what is joy? So I sat with those words for a while, and I drank some more coffee, and I scanned Facebook again, and knew that this talk would include all those things except the purple dance, because I really can't remember what I was thinking. I rarely watch the news. I don't read newspapers. I don't usually hang out with negative people. And so that's why I come here, because we're not negative here at all. And typically I don't react to drama. And that's not to say that I'm immune or cold or unfeeling, although it can appear so sometimes on the surface. For my own sanity, I retreat to a peaceful moment and let it be, which is all fine and dandy when it's out there. When it's somewhere else and I'm not directly affected. Yeah, I can be in my butterfly world. I can be very zen, holding the space while all those are just becoming hornets around me, and I'm floating around in my little world. And they're getting frantic about what they're those people out there and what they should do, and if they would, and if it had been me, I would have. Well, the truth is, until we're in a certain situation, we can't really predict how we're going to react. Will our survival instinct kick in? Am I prepared? Now, Facebook's a wonderful thing. Sometimes it has pretty little things on it. It drives me nuts. I spend way too much time on there. And I joined my neighborhood pages to see what's going on. And I thought I lived in a safe place. I live in Port St. John. I don't live in a safe place at all. Suddenly I know all about the crime. I know about the lurkers. I know about the kids that stay out late. I know about the speeders, the sirens, the bad service, the guns, the unlocked cars, and the trespassing. That's not pretty. And I was getting a little freaked out and a little paranoid, and yeah, I'm precautionary, and we lock the doors and we keep the garage door closed, and we're a little bit more aware of our surroundings. But we really do live in a world of flowers. We have no grass. We have flowers everywhere. That's all our garden is flowers back and front. So we can get lost with our butterflies. We're very happy. So, that I was beginning to entertain that pit of dread in my stomach, and it was becoming a little too much, especially when bad things happen in my area, as did last weekend. Didn't they, Dixie? Dixie was on the floor above what happened at the hospital last week. That's how close it comes to us. We know people who work there. If you know me, you know people that work there. Okay? So what's the answer? I don't know. I can only be responsible for the way I react. If I can choose to be the eye in the center of the hurricane, when all around me is chaos, I can choose to be centered and calm by breathing and by praying. All the time? No. I'm human. And lately, I've certainly been having my scared moments because suddenly it's not out there, it's local. It's in my world. It's affecting people I know and people I work with. My mouth is saying, why is this happening? Why can't somebody do something? And I can go all uniticky and say, it's a soul's journey. It's an illusion. Nothing is real. But until I stand in my own power and direct the passion of grief into something that's metaphysical, I won't be peace. Mother Teresa said, don't ask me to march against war, but ask me to march for peace and I will be there. Well, we are the warriors of peace. We are sworn to protect. We are in the service of God. And it doesn't begin with me. If it doesn't begin with me, the collective me, I am only responsible, we kind of thing, then where does it start? I can go to this. Can you put the first picture up, please, Sandy? My friend Havelin says, losing my peace of mind is not an option. Say that with me. Losing my peace of mind is not an option. And believe me, that the girl who has lived in a ton of chaos, but this is her mantra for every moment. We have to hang on to our faith. Brene Brown says, faith is a place where we can find the courage to believe in what we cannot see and the strength to let go of our fear of uncertainty. Can you show the next one, please? If there is a need that is perpetually unmet on this planet, it is the need to feel seen in our humanity, in our vulnerability, in our beautiful imperfection. When we are held safe in that, a key turns inside of our hearts, freeing us from our isolation, transforming our inner world. If there is anything we can offer each other, it is the gift of sight. I see you. Perhaps the most important words we can utter to one another. I see you. And that was so important to me that I had it put in my wedding vows. Well, I put it in the wedding vows because I wrote them. Robert Holden, the author of Shift Happens, he also talks about this invocation. It's a Zulu greeting and spoken in two parts. One part is Sikona, which means I am here to be seen, and the other part is Subwana, which means I see you. The invocation is spoken with intent. It is spoken slowly whilst looking deep into another's eyes. It's like a hug or a shaking of the hands, but with an intense meaning, because if we really saw each other, how could we harm them? It's a version of Namaste, or my soul greets yours, my light sees the light in you, God is within us, we are love, we are the same. I see you. So done with loving intent, the reaction is visceral. We feel it. We feel the power. So think of the effect that we could have on world peace if we greeted everyone with conscious intention. The Zulu people believe that when a person says, I am here to be seen, that it invokes the person's spirit to be present. It's a sign that says, okay, this chaos without me is not what is within me, because I am here. I invoke my spirit to be present. Saying I am here is a declaration of intent to be fully aware. It signals a willingness to engage with integrity. It is saying, I wear no mask. This is me, and I will speak my truth. To say I see you offers an intention to release any preconceptions and judgments so that I can see you as God created you. To hear I see you is an affirmation that we exist, that we are equal, and that we have respect for each other. This greeting also represents the Zulu philosophy of Ubuntu, which translates roughly as humanity to all. Ubuntu is a spiritual ethic that advocates mutual support for bringing each other into existence. To practice Ubuntu is to help your brothers and sisters remember their true identity. recognize their value, and to participate fully. Through Ubuntu, we bring out the best in ourselves and in others. Robert Holden has taught this Zulu greeting in many venues, including conferences with presidents and to-be presidents and ambassadors and senators and heads of state who say to each other, I am here to be seen and I see you. Really? Is there anywhere we can't do this? Really? Is there anywhere we can't do this? If we adopted this for real and incorporated it into our lives so it became a sincere norm, we could change the world. We could be in a world of divine truth and we would have radical forgiveness. Right, Susie? I see. See, I was listening. I was listening when we went through that. So Vanna here is going to help me demonstrate and then we're all going to do it. So she said, do you want me to sit up front with you? I went, oh, cool, I can use you. She's like, honey. Vanna, please, a round for Vanna. So come up here where everyone can see you. This is on YouTube. Probably going to be on the New Thought channel. So Suzanne and I are going to look into each other's eyes and I am going to tell her that I see her. She's going to respond, I am here, and then we're going to reverse it. Is that good?
Should we hold hands?
Absolutely. Vanna. All right. I see you.
I am here. I am here. And I see you.
And I am here. Thank you. Big round for Vanna. Don't go away. Because we're all going to do it. So find a partner. If you haven't got one, find one. Let's honor each other's spirit. The first one. Just look into somebody's eyes and say, one person say, I see you. And the response is, I am here. I see you. Mean it. Okay, and then the next person, the person you just said that to, reverse it. The person who's, oh, you did it twice already. Okay, I am here. All right. Everybody caught up? Cool. Thank you.
Oh, it was great.
All right. How does that feel? Good. It is kind of weird at first. It is. But it brings us notice of our humanity and our collective consciousness. Okay, so we did that. Good, that's on my list. I'm still good here. So going back to my list, it was becoming a bit clearer of why I wrote peekaboo and dogs. Because when we play peekaboo, what are we saying? I see you! I see you! I see you! We're teaching our babies that already, but we don't carry on. So, if you're in public, I see you! Can you imagine? But, you're laughing, and laughing is it's good for you. It's really good for you. So I used to play hide and seek in the garden with my dogs. And they would be out there, and then they'd get all occupied in the plumbagos, and I'd run in the house, and I'd hide in the shower or something, and they'd suddenly realize I wasn't there, and they'd come crashing into the house, and then they'd start hunting around. She's there somewhere, and then they'd find me, and it would be, and I'd just, fall down under the fur and feathers, not feathers, but you know what I mean. Yeah, they were so funny. I was lost in fur, delight, and joy. Okay. They had found their version of God. They saw me. I was their delight. I once was lost, but now I'm found. It didn't matter to them whether I'd been gone 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days. Their world was complete when I was in it, except when it was bath time. Then hide and seek was reversed, and they were a little harder to find. And you don't even have to say the word bath. They get that vibration. Yeah. Come on, have a biscuit. Mm-mm. My spaniel, I could not find her. I searched the house under the beds and everywhere, and I could not find her at all. Where the heck? There's no way she can get out into the road or anything. And I'm looking around the garden, and I see the plumbagos go like this. She's in the middle of the plumbagos. I see you, and the plumbagos are going like, and she's going, oh, spirit just happened. Oh my God. Oh yeah, so show the dog thing. Yeah, the dog is black with some white lettering on it. Yeah, the best thing about dogs is that you can act like something really great just happened, and they'll instantly start celebrating with you. They have no idea what the context is. They're just always ready to party, no matter what. We should all be like dogs.
Sounds like a sailor.
I was in the Navy, so I know what you mean. So in the midst of our chaos, we can rediscover our joy. And what's the difference between joy and happiness? Adela Rogers St. John writes, joy seems to me a step beyond happiness. Happiness is a sort of atmosphere you can live in sometimes when you're lucky. And joy is a light that fills you with hope, faith, and love. Lynn Twist says, happiness is tied to circumstances and joyfulness is tied to spirit and gratitude. Marianne Williamson says, joy is what happens to us when we allow ourselves to recognize how good things really are. So what stirs your blood? What bubbles you to laugh until you snort? I know it's not pretty, but it's funny. What brings you to that quiet place in the garden? What brings you to peace? Do you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing? Will you allow spirit to happen? And if you ever feel disheartened, dispirited, or depressed, ask yourself, when did I stop dancing? When did I stop singing? When did I stop being enchanted? When did I stop? I see you. Absolutely. And I am here. So I'm going to finish with peanuts. Can we have peanuts up, please? Yay. So you can figure this one out. I think you're afraid to be a happy Charlie Brown. Don't you think happiness would be good for you? I don't know. What are the side effects? And there are people like that. Oh my goodness me. But anyway, I'm leaving you with that because that could be the prelude to my talk on August the 14th. So, because I will be back and we can continue this conversation. Thank you.